Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. Netflix's To Dumb event just ended, and they dropped Stranger Things Season 5, or Stranger Things 5, date announcement. Now, they're not calling this a teaser trailer, not calling this a trailer. There were some people assuming that we're getting a trailer and all that, and maybe this is. Because it says date announcement, so maybe there is footage in here. I'm assuming there's footage. If there's not, I'm not putting this video up, because if it's just reused footage, then there's no reason to release the video, because a lot of times when date announcements are dropped by Netflix, there's like next to nothing in terms of new footage. It's just like, oh, announcing when the show or whatever is going to be dropping. It's like, okay, good, you just gave us a teaser. But anyways, let's just get into now. Let's check it out and see what this show is, guys. The final season after all these years is finally almost here. Well, no, not finally. It's almost here. It's not here yet.
About that night, all the time.
Oh, the start.
The night it came for you.
Yeah. Yep, the start. Oh, the music.
The night.
Mm-hmm.
All of this started.
Yep. I remember binging season 1 in a day. I was like, what the hell is this? Yep.
Everything.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Failed.
They had to show him. They had to show him.
But we need to be ready.
Okay. So, okay, they were splitting up 3 ways. Oh. What is that? What? What are you running from? Stranger Things 5. Okay. And that's it, right? That's it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So really not a lot of new footage there at all, but giving us a little indication of what's to come. Why is he screaming like that? What is going on? What's he screaming about? Why are we running? Why? Who knows? But we're running from something. Just don't know what it is exactly, but running from something. So they didn't give us really a lot of footage, like any new footage at all. Like it was a lot of good build-up, you know, showing how much has really occurred on this show. And they really didn't even show everything. They just showed some of the bigger moments. But the hope is that the hype and the anticipation is still there, because I think at this point a lot of people are just kind of like, they're tired of waiting, because a lot of streaming shows now have gotten to this point where they take way too long from season to season in terms of release. They're taking longer to get to shooting and production, and it's like, okay, and I understand it. Some shows, they can do that, but a lot of shows that take a year and a half, 2 years in between releasing seasons when it comes to streaming shows, a lot of people don't return. That's why you see huge drop-offs in terms of return viewers or anything, because people have moved on to the next thing. Like, there's so much content out there. So hopefully Stranger Things can still like bring in the numbers, and I'm assuming it will, because it's the final season. But if this was another season of Stranger Things, and like season 6 down the road was announced as the final season, like hypothetically if there was a season 6, then I don't know if people would be rushing to season 5 as soon as it was dropping. Like, they'll get to it eventually, but what's the incentive? Because we have all this other stuff to watch. And that's not me hating on Stranger Things. Like I said, I binged season 1 like the first weekend it dropped. I think it dropped like on a Friday. I binged the entire first season on a Sunday. And ever since then, I've been keeping up with the show, and I've been enjoying it, but I'm being critical because I've been critical about a lot of streaming content. It's not just Stranger Things specifically, but this is another case of where they're taking way too long in between seasons in terms of production. Now, obviously, scheduling and these actors are busy and everything, and figuring out shooting and all that, and the timing, I understand that. However, if you have a contract with people who are on the show, workers and everything, there should be a better plan in terms of planning out when you're going to be shooting the show, because it's gotten to the point now where between each season, as we saw in the footage, the kids are growing up so quick. So quick. And it's kind of hard to believe in the narrative, you know, that these are still the small kids. Like it feels like huge time jumps, and they have to put that into the writing in some capacity because there's so much time in between shooting scenes. Like it's clear that these kids are aging up quick. So yeah, I'm excited for season 5. I'm curious. I'm not sure if I'll be like watching as soon as it drops. I'll probably get to it at some point. But yeah, okay. I mean, we were all expecting a teaser. I guess since it's not actually dropping its first part until November, that they're not going to drop a teaser until probably August, maybe September. In terms of an actual first look at an actual like teaser trailer for Stranger Things season 5, the final season. But yeah, so sorry for being a little critical, but I'm just being honest here. Like, I think Stranger Things is probably still a big phenomenon for a lot of people, but there's also a lot of people that I know that just don't care about Stranger Things anymore. And I'm somebody who, I'll watch it. I'll catch up. I'll give you an example. My wife, like, she used to really like this show, and then at some point, she just doesn't really care anymore. It's like, whatever. You know, it's not really a thing that she has to get to. I don't think she's even seen season 4 or even season 3, I think. So that's how kind of far behind she is, but she just lost interest because of just, whatever, you know. So hopefully Netflix can stick the landing on this. Hopefully the writers and everything, is it the Duffer Brothers? That's their name? Anyways, hopefully they can stick the landing on this because there's a lot riding on this because this is like one of the biggest hits Netflix has ever had. And the hope is that they stick the landing. And I'm assuming, because they've already talked about they're doing spinoffs and all that kind of stuff, so we'll probably get more stuff in the universe. But anyways, I'm done rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.